Happy Saturday. We're on here a little later than usual, but I had to make some pancakes and things. So, welcome, y'all. I'm just waiting for people to join. Give it a second. As y'all know, we're going to do general readings. It's going to be first come, first serve for the zodiac sign in the order that we do it in. Yeah, so we're just waiting. Y'all know I'm on all the platforms: Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. My usernames are the same on all except Twitch is EeshUrHeartOut official. Hey, welcome. All right, y'all also know y'all can do the $5 Cash App questions. So y'all know y'all could do that. Yeah, what else? Oh, I'm done with my tarot deck. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I'm done with my tarot deck, but for whatever reason the copyright website is down and it's not letting me make a new account so that I can order my copyright. And the world we live in, I'm not uploading that deck to anything. I don't care. I'm not going to ask anybody to print nothing until I get a copyright because y'all know how the world works. So I'm hoping that I can fix it this weekend and have it ordered this weekend, and I will have the deck by like the first week of August. It's not even going to be that long. Hey, happy Saturday. So to be very quick, I love the deck. It's super cool. It's really cute. And I always kind of wanted a deck with like better images. And of course, you know, we don't really have too many decks that have black people on them. So I just wanted a certain look to my deck and like nice graphics and stuff. So hopefully I'm gonna actually bother my mom today and see if she can try to make an account. But we'll see. It keeps freezing on me. And I had an old account, but I don't remember the answer to the question, the little security question. So we gotta just make a new one and just start from scratch. So I know I have a Sag and a Leo here. So continue to drop y'all signs in the chat. And that will be the order in which we go in today. Thank you. Thank you. If y'all have personal questions, and I'm going to repeat this again because I know is when people join, they'll ask questions, but you guys can do the $5 Cash App questions. It is East Your Heart Out. It's the same username. And, ooh, I have 2 followers on Twitch now. Yay. But yeah, so we will get started. Okay, Cancer and Aquarius. Thank you for the compliment, Paul. Paul was a code name that I used to use for a man in college. Y'all know how we give him nicknames? I nicknamed him Paul so I could talk about him in public at the food hall. At the cafe. Welcome. All right, so we got Sag, Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius. Welcome, y'all. You said fish. Are you saying because of Pisces? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? All right. So we got Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius. I'm assuming you mean Pisces. I'll put Pisces, child. I don't know. All right. So we'll get started. And then as people continue to join, they'll drop their signs. Also, really quick, I know I was talking about how like finding shortcuts to things. I've been abusing AI lately. Please use AI, y'all. I know people are against it, but it's very helpful for ideas. I got a lot of good business ideas and a lot of things I can use for planning and like administrative purposes. So go ahead and use it. Just use it. You don't want to be that old person that's not caught up on technology. All right, so Sagittarius is. Let's put a hello there, Ash. Welcome. Let me timestamp this real quick before I forget. So far we just got Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces. If y'all need any other readings, drop the signs in the chat. All right, so what is the energy surrounding the Sagittariuses? What's the most important energy surrounding Sagittariuses? Let's see. Okay, emotions are running high. Okay, all right. Don't get emotionally triggered, but something is driven by emotion. All right, let's see what this is. That's interesting. I feel pretty calm today. Welcome. We're doing Sag now. Thanks for following, by the way. All right, so emotions are running high. All right, what is this pertaining to, Sagittarius? Let's see, it might not be you. Oh, a superstition or worry or anxiety. So that could be the emotion that we're feeling, like maybe somebody's feeling anxious. Okay, this is about, or it could literally be about something that is not real, a superstition, or just something that we're worried or concerned about. So let's see. So what role do you play here, Sagittarius? Your resistance. Okay, so we're gonna assume that this may not be you being emotional, but let's make sure. All right, what are you resisting here, Sagittarius? Oh, dominance. Okay, so you're like, no, I don't want to control that. I don't want to dominate that. Okay, dominate what? You're trying to hold back from. You're resisting dominating luck or taking control of your time. This looks like you're kind of holding back from, like, something would work out for you, but you're not using it to the best of your ability. Like, this would be like you have an opportunity, you have something that comes easy to you, and you're like, nah, I'm not even going to do that. Or that's interesting. Okay, what is luck? What is your luck here? Like, what might come easy for you? So that could be why the center of this is superstition. Maybe you're not doing something that will come easy to you because you believe you shouldn't. What's your luck here? That's interesting that that came out. Let's see. Self-love. Okay. Literally, I feel like you... So if this is about emotions, you are able to control your emotions. You are able to do something that works for you to make sure that you're comfortable. Literally, that is like in the position you're in, you're able to be maybe selfish. Maybe that's what the superstition is. Okay, so don't resist that then. You're able to do something for yourself. Okay, why are you resisting that? Why do you think you can't? Or yeah, it has some, okay, passion, spirituality, and emotions. I feel like there's a belief system surrounding emotions or something like that. So maybe with like spirituality, maybe you have to care about how other people feel. What would you be doing out of self-love here? So I don't think you're nervous. I don't think, what? Okay, resisting what? Oh, transition. So don't change your mind. Don't change your mind. Don't, okay, transitioning to go where, or transitioning into what mind state or into what situation? Don't. Vision and peace. Don't change your mind. This is a weird, okay, what is this superstition? What are we nervous about, or what is somebody nervous about? Oh, rebellion. If that's you and you're like, I shouldn't do something different, you have, okay, that's odd. But literally, you have the time or the energy or the opportunity to literally focus on yourself, but you believe you shouldn't. All right. That's interesting. You're a Taurus. We'll put Taurus on the list. We're doing it by zodiac sign, y'all. All right, let's see. Yeah, you got the Daughter of Knives, the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is a lot of air. There you are with the Queen of Wands. So if you have all this air, and then there's you with confidence or speaking the truth or being yourself, Queen of Swords, a Judgment, Ace of Swords, and a Ten of Wands. I feel like you're doing something in a difficult manner that you don't need to do. What is the Judgment? What are you going to realize? Potential. What does something have the potential to grow into? All right, leadership. You got leadership, hustle, self-esteem. Somebody may make you feel, I don't know, maybe somebody may feel insecure because of what you're doing. It's almost like you're holding back to make sure that somebody else feels comfortable. It's kind of odd. All right. And I'm saying that's kind of odd because I mean, maybe I do that. I don't know. Do Sagittariuses typically do that? Let me write down Taurus and Gemini. Yeah, so I don't know. You're able, I don't think there's anything that you need to do to worry about somebody else's emotions. You say you do that in many areas. I feel like the only time I do that is when I don't want to offend somebody or like hurt somebody's feelings, like say something mean. But all right, well, all right, let's see. So, what energy should you be in here, Sagittarius? Defiance. Wow. All right. All right, what is somebody telling you to do here? Yeah, there's the High Priestess. All right. So don't listen to something. Don't listen to them go against a rule completely. That is your advice, is the Five of Swords. So what is the rule here? What does somebody want you to do? Like, you don't have to do this at all? The Eight of Wands is your energy. Yeah, see, the Eight of Wands, the Hermit, and then the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're talking, you're doing something by yourself, and somebody's watching you do that, or somebody wants you to keep something to yourself or stay isolated or something like that. What are you going to do instead? I feel like, too, somebody literally just keeps talking, or they keep saying something that they want you to abide by or listen to. What are you going to do instead here? The Chariot, move on. Are you be dealing with a Cancer? Yeah, you don't have to stay here. All right, let's clarify that really quick. What's the Eight of Wands? You don't have to do this at all. So what is somebody telling you to block out? Somebody's like, no, stop. What are they telling you to block out or stop doing? Literally, somebody's like, no, don't be yourself. Don't go out by yourself. Don't. What the hell? Literally. This is what somebody's like, no, don't be yourself. Don't talk about yourself. Literally, somebody wants you to stay hidden or stay in the house or stop talking or what the, what? Okay, I don't, where did you get that from? Who told you that? Or I guess it's a mindset. So where did you get that from? It looks like somebody is insecure when they're, yeah, this literally, this is your luck. This is something you're supposed to be doing. It looks like somebody's insecure next to you, or what would, I wish I could pinpoint what it is. I know we're all different. Every Sag is not the same, but like literally there is an opportunity for you to like consider yourself or put yourself out there, or what is your luck here, Sag? You got conclusions are within reach. Your dreams need a practical plan, and prosperity lies ahead. So it must be like a goal or something that you're able to do. So I would focus time on maybe your goals today, or like if you want to do something alone, go ahead and do something alone. I don't even know how that would benefit somebody else, but thank you, Positive Light. Thank you. All right, so what's the outcome here for you, Sagittarius? And then y'all let me know what that is, and then we'll do Leo. So I feel like you're going to something's going to inspire you to create something. Go ahead and create that. Thank you. Something's going to inspire you to create like some sort of opportunity here. Go ahead and do that, or like a creative endeavor. I feel like somebody's just insecure or something like that. Or the belief system. Maybe you feel like you're weird for saying something, being out there, being yourself or something like that. Whatever your luck is, I mean, it's self-love. You're able to you're able to do it alone. You're able to do it yourself. You're in a position where you literally do not have to care about someone else's feelings. I know that sounds messed up, but that's what it is. You don't, like, the thing that you want to do is to comfort yourself. It's not about someone else. Okay, that's interesting. So don't resist, take control of the opportunities that you have right now. All right, Leo is next. Thank y'all for all the gifts. That was a pretty quick reading for the Sagittarius. So far, we just have Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini. All right, and it is a Saturday, so if the other signs don't come on here, I will dip out and do my other stuff. All right, so what's the energy surrounding my Leos? What is the energy surrounding the Leos here? Okay, we got respect. I always pull Leo and Taurus together a lot, so, but these are rules, regulations. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Let's see what this has to deal with here. What does it have to deal with? A win-win outcome is forecast. All right, so either way something goes, it doesn't really matter, it looks like. All right, what role do you play here, Leo? Something's going to work out for you regardless with a win-win forecast. Okay, so your pride, that does rule your energy. All right, so you can be proud of yourself, showing something off. You're tapped into your ego. It is Leo season, isn't it? Happy birthday to the Leos. All right, what are you doing out of pride or ego here, Leos? Leadership. All right, so I feel like you're initiating something. You're proud of yourself. Literally, you're the first person to do something. People are following after you. All right, this could be like initiating some sort of like business idea or anything like that, management, whatever. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Leos? No, Taurus is number 6. All right, so what energy do you need to be in here, Leos? We do it in first come, first serve. And there's also people on YouTube, so that's why. All right, so you got versatility. Continue creating something. Be comfortable in that energy. You know, nurture a project that you're working on. So yeah, win-win outcome is forecast. I feel like there's no issues here that you have to worry about. All right, so let's get 8 of the tarot. Maybe the readings are going to be quick today. I don't know. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. If you're watching this on TikTok, this will be up on YouTube, time-stamped. All right, so there's a Queen of Wands, a Chariot. So we just talked about Sagittarius. This was literally their luck. So some of you may have a Sag placement. You said Gemini, Libra. I have Gemini. Let me put Libra. All right, so you could have a Sag placement, Sag moon rising. The Queen of Wands Chariot, that was literally what we told Sagittarius to do. That is their luck. It was to do something for their own selves out of self-love. They're able to take control of that energy. There's literally, this is the 8 of Wands. So I don't know if y'all have a Sag placement or not. But this is what somebody wanted Sag to do. Go backwards, revert backwards, block themselves out. I will also say too, Queen of Wands energy is an energy of confidence, maybe even speaking up for yourself, maybe even the way that you look or something like that. It's like maybe you have a natural shape or a certain way to your face or your hair, or like just the natural way that you look and behave. Somebody may try to also put that energy on you where you have to revert back. But you have pride and leadership, so I don't think that's applying to you. There's the Sun card, so you may see some sort of like similarity to this, like somebody tried to do that to you as well. All right, 6 of Swords, Queen of Swords, there's a Judgment again, and then the Knight of Pentacles. All right, what's the Judgment in your case? Let's see. That Sag reading may apply to you. Yeah, courage. What do you have the courage to do here, Leos? Let's see. What do you have the courage to do? You got sexuality. So I get, listen, resistance, and dominance. Literally, you're listening to the Sag reading. And that's going to kind of make you realize the same thing. You're like, okay, I'm listening to what they're saying, or I'm listening to what they're going through. Let me go ahead and do blah, blah, blah. So maybe somebody's telling you like, yeah, you know, I wish I should have did this, and, you know, I should have moved like this or something like that. Maybe they're giving you the same advice that somebody else try to put them under, or try to make them struggle or make something difficult for them. So you're like, okay, I'm going to take your advice and do blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm going to go ahead and take control of things for myself. All right, so that, I know that's a quick reading, but I feel like the Sag reading is a good example for you too. So I would, I'm going to make a note here. Y'all need to look at the Sag reading. If you skip, you know, if somebody's watching this playback, you might want to go back to the Sag reading. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Leos? All right, you got hustle and strength. Somebody may want to financially support you here. All right. Let's see what hustle is for you. If you're able to get some financial support, yeah, there's a high priestess. I would make sure that you're getting paid for something as well. But I feel like if you're able to get financial support, go ahead and take that. What's the hustle card for you? You got the Ten of Swords, the King of Swords, there's the Hangman, and the Justice. So waiting causes, there's your pride. So you're just going to, there you go. You're going to go ahead and move forward with something. You're like, I don't really feel like waiting. I don't really feel like waiting on this anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and do what I need to do. What, one more for hustle. What are you receiving in hustle? Okay, the World. What comes to an end here? I feel like you're going to have enough money to go do something here. What comes to an end? I don't think there's anything you need. Yeah, you've already built something up. There's the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. I feel like, too, there's going to be an end to, like, a continuous, like, attack on something. Like, a repetitive attack. You're like, okay, I'm not even going to worry about that anymore. All right, these are pretty simple. We're going to, let's see, maybe it'll be a quick reading day. Let's see. Okay. All right, Cancer is next. Cancer is next. I'm not really rushing on purpose, but I'm not going to draw it out. All right, let's see. So what is the energy surrounding the Cancers? Any energy surrounding the Cancers here? All right, a time to give rather than take. You've got New Moon in Virgo. Oh, Sagittarius was first, Yolanda. All right, so let's see. What is the center of your reading, Cancers, with this energy? Okay, we've got guidance. All right, what role do you play here, Cancers? Thank you for the compliment. You love yourself. Okay, so you're in the same energy as the Strength card. So there's something, if you're tied to a Leo, I see spirituality, passion, order, and connectivity. I feel like there's a belief system that makes a Leo desire, like they want order to the chaos, or like there's a mindset where they want to control something. They want something to be under better control or under better order. What energy should you be in here, Cancers? Okay, power. All right, so I feel like you need to speak up for yourself here. What do you need to speak up on? You need to stand in your own true power. Yeah, there's versatility. I feel like you have to confirm something for a Leo. You're going to have to confirm something for that Leo, because their advice was versatility too, to tap into like a skill set. Or I feel like too, there's a scenario where it's like possibly motherhood is what could cause somebody to become very emotional. There's the Queen of Cups. I'm getting like somebody would not have been so emotionally fluid or something like that if it wasn't for motherhood or marriage or something. Okay, but let's see what else. But you're going to have to speak up on something or stand in your own power. Let's see. I'm not broke. I am a baby mama though. You're not going to tie me down with no husband. All right, let's get 8 cards. All right, so you got the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles. So something has gone down. And then the Emperor, something has dwindled down. We're going to figure out what that is. All right, the Daughter of Baskets, the Temperance, the 6 of Pentacles. There's a 6 of Cups. So this is the Sag reading. Their luck was self-love, but this is an energy of giving somebody something. They don't have to give somebody anything. It's almost like because something dwindled down for this individual, they're going to approach this Sagittarius and ask them to start giving something. But it's only because something's dwindled down for this person. What is this? What's this person losing? Somebody's losing something. Love. So maybe somebody else isn't doing something for them. It's almost like somebody is bothering another person. They're losing out on love, or they're losing out on the fact that somebody's being generous to them or kind to them. This is something that's going on around you, I feel like. What was somebody doing out of love for this person? Ooh, what's somebody doing out of love for this person? Oh, oops, that's the wrong deck. What did somebody do out of love for this person? Or were they? Yeah, resistance and luck. Exactly. If this is a Sagittarius, they literally didn't take an opportunity because of somebody else. What was this in this reading? What was their opportunity here? And so now that person's not doing that anymore. They're not doing something like this. Is like, okay, I'm going to put my opportunity aside to love you, or I'm going to put my opportunity aside to make you feel better. They don't have to do that anymore. I don't know if somebody was giving money to somebody out of love. They were giving somebody something. What is this person's opportunity here? It's like something is easy for them, but out of love for like somebody completely different outside of them, they're missing out on their own opportunity. So what's the opportunity for this Sagittarius? Yeah, they can. Okay, yeah, they got change and innovation. They're actually able to like change their circumstances. What are they able to create for themselves? They're literally able to like maybe be creative or something like that. Their strength, again, vision, and then peace. So these are tied together. There's defiance. So Sagittarius has learned that lesson. They're not going to pay attention. They're going to focus on themselves. They're able to create a new opportunity for themselves. Like innovation is literally maybe inventing something, making something, coming up with an idea. And in this case, it will be very easy for this person to do it. Like it's almost like an opportunity fell in this person's lap and they're not taking it because this person. So now that that's gone, right? That person's gone. The Sagittarius left. They're like, okay, I don't care about you anymore. I'm going to focus on me, or I'm going to focus on my own opportunity. Now somebody's like trying to romance them or trying to bring them back. Somebody's like trying to approach them again. That's your reading. This is what's going on. So if you're wondering, if you're going through a scenario like this and you're wondering whether or not this is bad, that's why you have a time to give rather than take. I feel like it's somebody else's turn to give. I feel like too, somebody could be like, I don't know if this is like multiple people here, but like somebody's approaching another individual because that Sag left. What is the Sag doing now in the Temperance? Yeah, being themselves. So now Sagittarius is focused on themselves. They're putting energy into themselves. So the Sagittarius is gone. So if you're wondering, if you're wondering why something's going that way, it's like this person left. So that's why there's all this drama. So what is this person doing? What's the Emperor doing? I don't know. There's intuition. So this is the same person. Okay. That's the Sagittarius. Yeah, voice. So Sagittarius knows themselves. The Emperor is knowing themselves. Okay, bet. I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to be honest, be truthful, show up how I am, talk about my own interests. And that's what's dwindling down. I feel like too, if this is within somebody, it's like they just literally, that's what's dwindling. They don't care anymore. They're not emotionally attached anymore. So it doesn't take away from what they want to do for themselves. All right, you have power. So maybe you're reinforcing this. If you want a personal reading, y'all can check out the link in my bio. Really quick, I'll explain how the readings go right after this, just so you know what to do. I mean, really all you do is buy it. You don't have to do anything else, but I'll explain how it goes. All right, so what's the outcome for you, Cancers? Yeah, superstition, mood, guidance, there's self-love. There's also like there's a superstition around being sad or ashamed or regretful or something like that. Somebody's like, I don't that doesn't, who cares? Or all right, well, let's see. We're gonna see how all these tie together. Um I see some people writing the signs, so let me write them down real quick. All right, so real quick, if you guys want personal readings, the way you do it is you buy a reading in the link in my bio. It's just like buying something from the store. And then I email you, I ask you what your questions are, and then I do a private YouTube video for you. Nobody else will be able to see your video. All right, nobody else can see it unless you share the link. That's completely up to you. And then it's a 30-minute video. So it's $33 for a 30-minute video. You can ask however many questions you want. Typically, like I can fit maybe like probably like 4 or 5 questions into a 30-minute video. So I would recommend like 4 just so it's not rushed. But yeah, so that's how it works. And I send you your link. And you get your reading that day. So you don't really have to wait for anything. So far, and also if you're watching me on TikTok, this will be up on my YouTube timestamp. TikTok, do not get scammed by any fake pages because, of course, the more viewers we get on here, the more fake pages there will be. I will never DM you, and the only way you can get a reading from me is buying it directly from my store. You cannot get a reading any other way, and I do it the same way for the people that I know. So that way it's no mistake. Everything is tracked on my website. But so far we did Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer. Also, if you just now joined, the way in which we do the readings, we go in order of first come, first serve. So you guys drop your signs in the chat, and that is the order we go in. So we did Sag, Leo, and Cancer. And now we're doing Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Virgo. And there's 3 signs missing. Uh-oh. I need to get another back. I got my little rubber backs. All right, so, and these are general, guys. So I recommend for any like love questions, things like that. Also, I do also allow you guys to do $5 questions when you catch me live, but that's only when you catch me live. You can do $5 questions in between each of the zodiac readings. All right. So we do got Taurus on the list. We got Virgo. Let me make sure I didn't miss nobody's signs real quick because I wasn't looking. I was looking at the cards. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Oh, also, y'all, don't worry about trolls. They're normally like losers anyway. It's either somebody that I know in real life that I don't like, or it's just a loser that has no life. Okay, Aquarius. I keep trolls around for clips. So don't get offended. Do not allow them to bother you, okay? Because they don't bother me. So don't get offended. Just ignore them. It's okay. Because guess what? I said this the other day, if I was on here preaching the Bible, it would be somebody else saying the exact same thing. How are you preaching the Bible and you're a baby mama and you're not married? They'd be saying literally, word for word, the same thing. It doesn't matter. People are losers. I don't know how many minutes, but we're doing Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, and Gemini. All right, so what is the energy surrounding my Aquarius? Let's see. Your dreams need a practical plan. All right, so make sure with something like that, it's okay to have the goal. That doesn't mean that the goal will not work. But I would recommend doing all of the like legal things, taking things step by step, looking into all the details, doing research. Like, for example, like for me, I told y'all I finished my tarot deck, but I gotta wait. I'm waiting until it's copyrighted. I'm not uploading that tarot deck to any website until I get my copyright. So it could be something like that. All right, so let's see. What is the goal here? What's the end goal? Okay, we got confidence. This could be about saving money. This is my Nine of Pentacles energy. This could also be if somebody wants to do something independently, live alone, have their own place. But I feel like that's more, I'm getting like more so about saving up money. All right, so what part of the plan do we need to consider? What is the practicality here? And fight. Okay. You got to consider distractions. That's one thing. Something that you want to do, there may be a lot of competition. So if there's something that you want to do and there's competition, maybe you have to consider like the cost of advertising, things like that. Fight. Okay. What role do you play here, Aquarius? Okay, ambition. All right, so you're in Eight of Pentacles and you want to get to the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is your goal here. All right, so you are building something up. And this is 8, this is 9. So the goal is to get to the next step. Okay. What other energy do you need to be in to get to the next step in your plan? Okay, passion. Yeah, I feel like that's why fight is there. I feel like you're going to have to care enough to compete. You're either going to have to desire something enough so that you don't get distracted, or you have to care enough to compete. All right, I feel like, too, it's time to take action towards something. All right, let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Hey, y'all, I'm not ignoring y'all, but we're doing general by the zodiac sign. All right, so let's see here. King of Swords, 8 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, the 5 of Swords. All right, the Knight of Wands, a Chariot, and then the 4 of Wands. You have Cancer energy here. So there's going to be something occur that's supposed to make you offended or supposed to make you feel left out. Here's, I keep seeing, it's, you know, guys, when you start doing multiple signs, they tie together. Here's the Sag still doing the 5 of Swords. That was their energy. They're supposed to move forward and do something here. Aquarius can have Sag placements. But I feel like you're very focused. I see you focused on something with the King of Swords. You're very sure of yourself. But maybe you give up when it's time to compete at work, or... Because what are you currently doing in ambition? And then we're going to clarify what confidence may look like for you. Okay, the King of Cups. You're comfortable. You're focused on yourself. You're making sure that you're controlling your emotions. You might be controlling your emotions too much with fight and passion. Maybe you have to compete. All right, so what are you trying to get to with confidence here? Yeah, the Ace of Wands, passion. I feel like you need inspiration or something like that. Okay. So this is the thing. You got the Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords, and then the World card. I feel like you need to be inspired. Like right now, you're comfortable. But you need to feel like, you know what, I want to change this. That's what you need to feel. And it's not about like shame or guilt or sadness, but it's just like, okay, I need to be in this position in life by this date or by this time. And right now you're kind of pacifying yourself in a way that is stopping you from making that switch or stopping you from making that change. What will you be inspired to bring to an end here? Okay, you've got hustle. There could be something you're spending too much money on. And what will... Okay, okay, you didn't miss Pisces yet. Before I say this, Aquarius, is if you're... Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. If you're in a relationship and you're spending money on something that's outside of you, and this is the stage you want to get to, or you want to do something independently, I feel like you need to be inspired to separate finances, keep finances to yourself, cut out an expense. But I feel like that expense, it has something to do with someone else. What does this expense have to deal with here? Or something that, it could just be something you don't want, that you don't really care about. A superstition. You're like almost paying for something that you don't need. There's like a belief system that had you spending money on something. I'm trying to think of an example of what that could be. Like maybe, damn, I don't know what that could be. What is the superstition? What are you worried about? It's like you're spending money on something because you're nervous, or like there's a belief system. Okay, so you could be worried about a Cancer. Or you're worried about whether or not a Cancer will have to be alone or something like that, or whether or not they'll have to be isolated. You'll know what this is, I'm assuming. This could also be a superstition about a car. Like, say you got like multiple cars or something and you don't need that vehicle. You don't need to be spending money on a new car, or like your car is already fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with your vehicle. Or maybe somebody has like this belief system that they have to have a really expensive vehicle. What do you believe here with superstition? It's like a false belief system. I'm going to take that card out. Yeah, it's like a vehicle that you don't need to. This is more, it's like you're putting money into somebody or something that you don't need to spend money on. I feel like it has to do with a car or like the way something is going. All right, so let's see. We have Libra on the list. I'm not there yet, y'all. All right, so let's see. So let me see here. What? The expenses paying for prostitutes. I don't think all the Aquariuses are paying for prostitutes. Hopefully not. Jesus Christ. All right, what the fuck? All right, what do you need to consider here? Again, like I said, if this is about somebody wanting to grow a business, or like you're building up something you want to be seen, you have to consider like the competition. You may have to pay for advertising. I feel like there is a superstition too about just moving on or moving forward with something. You're holding on to something that's costing you a lot because you don't want to leave it alone. What else is stopping you from following through with this goal here? This could be okay, let's see. It's like, what do I want to say? How do I want to explain this? You're more so putting money into something. But if you were to save that money yourself, you would have more. Like, maybe you should put your money in like a high yield savings account, or like, man, I don't know. I don't know what it is, for everybody. You said it's wild in here. Yeah, that was on that's on TikTok. Oh, you said my arms are goals. Thank you. Believe it or not, it's genetics. I know that sounds crazy, but I am not lying to you. It is fully genetics. All the women on my mom's side, we have big arms. But anywho, so what else is missing from your plan, Aquarius? A fiery climax approaches. Yeah, you need inspiration. Something's going to inspire you. Let's try to figure it out. Let's see. I should have clipped. Let me clip that. I should have clipped that that prostitute part. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Let me see what's going to inspire you here. Let's see. So what's going to finally inspire you to get to the next step? Passion again, knowledge. Maybe you have a desire of, you're like, man, I know what I want to do, but I don't know what to change here. Yeah, you got strength, mystery. There you are, Aquarius. Spirituality and respect. So I feel like you're like putting money into something that's not, it's not helping you or something like that. Or there might not be a return on investment. Maybe you have money in a stock portfolio and it's going up and down. That kind of defeats the purpose. Or maybe, again, like spending money on a vehicle. Maybe you spending money on a home or something like that, and you would be better off selling it. Or, yeah. All right. What other energy should you be in? Thank you, Crystal. All right, guys, sexuality. What's the outcome here for you, Aquarius? Yeah, resistance, superstition, and mood. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't worry about like being sad or regretful or ashamed or. All right, well, that may come out in another reading. Y'all know the signs be tied up together, so. Oh, a superstition around resisting mood. That's what it is. You are coming out as the King of Cups. You're pacifying yourself. So it's almost like you don't want to, you need to feel like, and I said that in the beginning, you need to feel the mistake, or you need to feel like, damn, I wish I would have did this, or damn, I wish I would have changed this. You need to actually pay attention to the fact that you don't like something. That's going to help you. That's going to be the inspiration. All right. That was Aquarius. So we got, let me make sure nobody dropped any signs in here. We got still the same signs. Oh, we got an Aries. Aries will be number 10, so that'll be in a while. Thank y'all for the gifts also, y'all. I appreciate it. All right, so far we did Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius. We're about to do Pisces. And then we have Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Virgo, and Aries left. All right. All right, Pisces. Let's get energy for you guys. Let's see. All right, what's the energy surrounding my Pisces here? Energy surrounding my Pisces. Prosperity lies ahead. That's a good card. Prosperity lies ahead. All right, what is the scenario here for the Pisces? That flew out. All right, we got spirituality. So maybe you needed to hear that message. You just need to hear that something's going to work out well for you. But with spirituality, have faith in yourself. Be optimistic. What energy, what's your current energy, Pisces? What role do you play here? Oh, wait, that was a lot. Sorry. Leadership flipped up. So we'll see if it comes back out or not. All right, so what's your role here currently? All right, you got peace, so you're calm. You're not nervous. You're not worried about anything. What energy should you be in here, Pisces? Okay, knowledge. So I feel like right now what I would say is that you're not, if you're peace, that means you're not thinking about something. You may not be noticing something or doing any research. I feel like you need to do research on something. All right. What information do you need to tap into here with knowledge? Or you may already have the information and you're not using it. Power, vision, and order. All right, so Cancer was power. All right, so I feel like you know how something is going. I feel like, too, your power could be good planning. We just said prosperity lies ahead. So you may have like a good gift at seeing that something is a good idea or a good business model. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Sag was done first. All right, so there you go on the Hangman. There's the King of Swords. So, and then you have the Star card. There's something between you and an Aquarius. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords. There's a Strength card. All y'all coming out. Okay. So you got Pisces, Aquarius, and Leo. I feel like there's something going on where there is a competition between yourself and others. I feel like, too, there is a need to put yourself into a group. But there is a little... Okay, there's the chaos with the Five of Wands. Okay. What is the chaos? What's the Five of Wands about? Leadership. So that was Leo initiating something. Somebody kind of has, okay, so the Leo has like a Cancer being worried about embarrassment or being worried about showing off or, okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with you, but we'll figure it out. What is your old perspective here with the Hangman? Because I feel like that has to deal with the knowledge. There's hustle. Okay, so this has something to do with the Aquarius reading. They think something that they're spending money on, that they're supposed to spend money on that. and they're not. What's your new perspective? I feel like too, you thought something was going to be abundant or you thought something was going to generate money. It's not. There's guidance. So somebody's kind of just doing something that other people told them to do. That doesn't automatically mean that it's going to generate money. Okay, what are they being guided by here? Or who are they listening to? They're being guided by humor. What? And what are they guided to do? So somebody's, okay, this makes them happy. Or they're laughing. So here's now they're talking about a Sagittarius. What does this have to do? I don't know what that has to do with you. It's like these readings are about other people. What is voice in Sagittarius here? This is for Pisces. This one is the Hip Hop Oracle deck. There's your information. Literally, somebody's, okay, I'm going to get, this is the part about the knowledge. This is what we're supposed to be doing. A Libra is trying to get more information. Somebody's trying to get more information on a Sagittarius. What does it have to do with you? I'm so confused. Okay. Or somebody's trying to figure out, because remember the Sag reading was about hiding themselves. Somebody's trying to get more information on the Sag and see what they're hiding. Or like trying to, what does that have to do with you? I know it's going to make, you know what? I say that every time and that should be making sense. Every time I do that, it'd be like, it'll make sense later. All right, so what are we trying to find out about a Sagittarius? You think they're hiding something or? Oh, I don't know if are you watching? Is there a Pisces that's watching this for an Aquarius's information? Was there a Pisces cross-watching to see something about that Aquarius? Or we're specifically trying to figure out something about an Aquarius, but we got to get it from a Sagittarius? Or that Aquarius could have a Sag rising or something like that? What part of this person's personality do you need to see? Because you're like focused. That's why you have the Aquarius kind of coming out. I'm also getting too, you want to know, like if you're trying to build on something or do something, you want to know something about the people around you, the neighborhood you're living in, or the people that you're going to be working with. What do you need to know about this energy? Yeah, the style, fight, and ambition. Literally, why? Okay, so you're trying to make the connection. What does that Cancer have to do with that Aquarius not reaching a goal? What does that have to do with that? You could be wondering this. You're like, you're kind of trying to figure out, why is that Aquarius not doing something? Why is that Aquarius not moving on, moving forward? I feel like and I did mention something about a vehicle, a car, even if they don't know a Cancer. What is the correlation between the Aquarius and the Cancer energy for you? Because that's what you're trying to like figure out. A time for healing. Okay, I got another way that I could look at this. If this is about your health, and I'm going to tell you why, because humor can be overindulgences and ambition can be our health. Just a little quick like zodiac thing, like Pisces rules our indulgences, right? Like when we drink, smoke, eat good food. Ambition is Virgo, so that's our bodily health, when we're being more healthy or more consistent, working out in the, in the gym or something like that. So it's like you're trying to figure out what needs to be healed or what needs to be fixed, or what is the correlation between those two energies. I feel like now the reading is going to shift. So what I'll say to this, if this is about like a health issue, if there is a woman here who's worried about like her womb or her breast or something, I feel like the issue is drinking. All right, I just have to throw that out there, or your liver. if it's not that, somebody has like a mindset where they're allowing, like maybe somebody has a child, and them having that child, they're very focused on raising that child, and they're not very focused on their career, or they may have a mindset that they have to choose a certain career path because now they have children. Because this is what you're trying, you're like, wait, what does that have to do with their, why? Because it's like somebody is repeating a cycle or repeating something, they're not able to grow because they keep putting money into something that this could be like somebody keeps putting money into their health, and it's time for somebody to try like a holistic approach. Or I mean, I would try that works for me most times. Like anytime I have an ailment, it's always a natural remedy that helps me. That's just me. It depends on what else is going on too. Yeah, because it's like you need more information. What other information do you need here? Let's see. On how to fix something, or like you're trying to figure out what's the issue. I'm also getting too, if it's not about health, Aquarius is a fixed sign. All right, Aquarius is a fixed sign. Cancer is an energy where you initiate. It's a cardinal sign. So it more so represents movement. I feel like, you know, as a fixed sign, somebody, they're able to stay in one place for a long time, or they're able to stay in a situation for a long time. Aquarius is also an air sign. So they're going to be more logical and employ more logic rather than, you know, allowing their emotions to make them want to leave a situation. A Cancer more so when they start to feel discomfort, a Cancer will more likely try to initiate like a movement forward or a movement out of that situation. And if you don't know these zodiac signs, this could just be energy that you're wondering about, like kind of what's going on here. All right, what other information do you need to know? Pisces. I feel like that was all over the place. Yeah, communication is key. All right, so research something, look something up. What else needs to be communicated here? What else needs to be talked about? Maybe you feel like this person isn't really telling you the whole story. Yeah, now so it's something with that Leo and pride. Uh-oh. Oopsies. I'm pressing a button. Y'all need to, I feel like somebody needs to have a conversation with a Leo here. The Leo is involved, or somebody needs to have a conversation with like a Leo Gemini. Let's see what the strength card is. Maybe they'll be able to help you, or like help you get ahead or something like that. I feel like too, when you have this communication, if somebody, I feel like the issue is when you're talking to someone, you're going to be able to tell that they don't know who they are, or like you're going to see that somebody is trying to copy somebody else's identity. What that has to do with anything, I don't know. I don't know who's doing that, but you need to pay attention to that as well. So I feel like with communication is key. If you need information, you need to pay attention to what somebody is saying and how they're saying it, how they're explaining it. This looks like somebody's trying to copy what somebody else is doing. What is the Emperor doing? Yeah, you got passion, sexuality. There's defense and change. I'm also getting I'm pulling a lot of cards about sex. Like if there's an issue with sexuality, if you're like, well, why isn't so-and-so moving forward, or why isn't something working? Sex could be an issue here. All right, that reading started to go left. It's like a lot of people in your reading. There's a lot in there. I feel like more of your... You said, yeah, Leo and Gemini. Yeah. So if, I don't know, like whatever's going on, I feel like it has something to do with a lot of people involved. All right, so the readings they might be about other people today. All right, let's see. We'll see what comes out for Taurus. That's interesting because Sag main reading that was about them. That was the first read. It was all about them. So now everybody else's read is about other people. I feel like that's interesting. I feel like that's for a reason. All right, so let's see. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm not even reading my chat. Hey there, Bananarama, if you're still there. That was from 30 minutes ago. Okay, let's see. All right, we're on Taurus. Let's see, Taurus. Taurus, y'all energy did come out in the Leo reading. All right, what is the energy surrounding the Tauruses? Okay, a personal issue reaches resolution. All right, so let's see what the issue is, and then hopefully this reading kind of sticks to you all's info. But what is, let's see, what is the issue? What's the personal issue? I'm the second reader that said somebody wanted Sagittarius isolated. That's interesting. The haters. Hating on your girl. That makes sense though, because Sagittariuses are very blunt. Very blunt and out there. So we would be. You said Bananarama is a great name. All right, so the issue that reaches resolutions is worries and anxieties. All right, Taurus, so worries and anxieties. What were we worried about? Oh my goodness, I forgot to get my tea. I made tea and put it in the microwave. All right, so we were worried about a Leo. All right, Taurus, so you were worried about a Leo. Let me get a bottle of water real quick, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All right, so for the Tauruses that's not dealing directly with an actual Leo, you could have been actually worried about your physical strength or worried about something that was supposed to occur during this time of year. But I feel like somebody is worried, nervous, or something about a Leo. What were you worried was going to occur or happen? I do also want to say this. Anybody with children, somebody was worried about one of their parents or worried about their parent being included in something that's about to be over. All right, so what were we worried about with this Leo? We got rebellion and confidence. Okay, that's what the Leo is supposed to do. Here's a strength, defense, and defiance. So the Sagittarius was supposed to break a rule, not listen, do something they were supposed to do on their own. Here's the Cancer, being in power. We're worried about like a Leo blocking that out, or we're worried about whether or not that Leo is going to be able to get to the next step. All right, what role do you play here, Taurus? Okay, so your guidance. Okay, so you're listening. Who are you listening to here in this case? Okay, love. So somebody is being loving to you, kind. So I feel like in this case, somebody is giving you information about love, or they're being kind in the fact that they are giving you this information. All right, what are they guiding you to do here? Ambition, to work. All right, so they're like, okay, focus on your work, focus on your career. Here it is here. So somebody's like, that Leo is worried about, I just said this. Literally, this is the reading I just gave for Leo. So I feel like okay, how do I want to explain? The best way I could say this, right, is like, damn, I'm trying to explain in the most general way possible. Because it would be like, okay, the Leo is worried that I can see that they need to compete or that they're distracted, right? Like somebody's distracted, or they're going to have to compete in the field that they're in or something like that. I can visibly, yeah, somebody's distracted. They're not focused. And it's like somebody's worried that I can see that. It's like, no, Leo, don't get distracted. Focus on leading, or focus on starting your business, or focus on, But I think that was who I say that for, Aquarius? These are like tied together. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. What energy should you be in here, Taurus? Let's see. It get hard when they all tie together like that. What energy should you be in, Taurus? You should be in dominance as well. Okay, so what should you dominate? Because Sagittarius was resisting dominance in luck. So that's almost an energy where the Sagittarius knew they can control something, but they was like, nah, I'ma chill. It's almost like, it's like when you know you could beat somebody up, but you like, nah, I'm not going to do that. It's something like that for Sagittarius. So what do you need to dominate? Okay, you guys, angel, order, and personality, and envision. What do you need to see? Style. You might have Sagittarius energy too. For you, if you need to control a Sagittarius, or you need to, I don't know if that's going to work, but if you need to, if it's within yourself, you may have like a Sag rising, a Sag moon. If you got Sag rising, you need to control your energy out in public. You need to control people's first impression of you. I'm also getting to, because this is like a Sag and a Cancer together, and this is what they're supposed to do. You need to control your patience or something like that. All right, let's see. Oh, your husband is a Taurus and your daughter is a Sag. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense, because I'm like, I don't know no Taurus that's about to control me. I don't know any Tauruses personally, so. All right, so you got the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Four of Cups, and then the World. Literally something from start to finish. It finishes that quickly. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. There's your Nine of Swords. There's a Page of Pentacles. Literally, you were very worried. You were worried about a Leo. That's what was going on. So who's worried about a Leo, or worried about what's going on, or doesn't trust a Leo? Who's worried about that? It looks like somebody is approaching someone and they want to give. So there's a person who's romancing somebody or trying to approach somebody, giving them money, and this person doesn't notice it or doesn't care about it. Oh, this is what you're listening to, your guidance. You're listening to like somebody's story here. This is a couple ways this could go. Somebody's telling you like, yeah, you know, I was offered this and that, and I didn't realize that I had opportunities to do this, that, and the third. I missed out on this opportunity, or, you know, I was offered to maybe date somebody that took care of me, or I was able to work with somebody that was going to support me, and I didn't pay attention to that. So I feel like that's what you're being guided by. That's what it is. You're listening to that person like kind of tell you these things. Yeah, here's the King of Wands, Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. So that's where it is now. Okay, where are you at here? What is this person being offered? Yeah, it's a trick. Somebody's offered like a plan to keep somebody in a cycle of emotions. It's not real. And that's what's going on. Like somebody's being offered something that's not a real plan. You're going to pay attention to that. Because what's the intended outcome? Yeah, somebody's supposed to think that there's potential in something, and it's not. The intended outcome is for you to focus on a Leo, Taurus. This is so odd. It's almost like you're supposed to be focused on that Leo, and that did not work. This is a dynamic that I can see, right? Okay. I can see it more with family. Like if it's friends and y'all are working together, right? You got a Taurus and a Leo, y'all supposed to be working together. Somebody wants you to focus on whether or not, okay, is Leo going to do a good job? Is Leo going to be, you know, a good business partner? That's not what you're supposed to be focused on. If this is a family dynamic, right? And say there's like a Taurus child and a Leo All right, ladies, this is for the women, right? Say you're a woman and you gave birth to a child. You're supposed to be focused on that child's father. That's the whole point of something. You were supposed to be focused on that child's father or something like that and stay in like a loop. And you'll never really, it's like somebody's also supposed to like be offered some sort of fake position, some sort of fake goal, and you're supposed to be constantly focused on that goal. But you never get it. You never get that job offer. You never get that proposal. You never get, like, that's what the trick is. But let's see what you're supposed to, it has dominance and angels. So let's see what you're supposed to do here. I would say in this case too, have patience for a better opportunity. All right, because if your guidance and love and somebody's kind of like offering you something, I would wait until you get a better opportunity. Yeah, there's the Temperance again. Somebody is giving something to a Sagittarius with the intention of going against them. The Five of Swords. There's the Death card. It's like literally, I'm going to give this Sagittarius something to spite them. Literally. That's what it is. I want to give them something, and I'm going to change that Sag into the Ten of Wands. I'm going to give them something, be nice to them, to change something into being difficult. If this is you, I would be mindful of that. Or maybe you're experiencing that. Who's this? Who's giving something to them? These readings are messy today. I'm so... Oh, yes. My private readings, you can buy them in the link in my bio. That's the only way you can get them, guys. That prevents anybody from getting scammed by any fake pages. So you have to buy them at the store. All right, so... Oh, I see it now. Okay. So the Cancer and the Sagittarius are working together. Even though a Scorpio is over here spiting them, the Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, the Death card. So the Death card was supposed to turn that Sag into like a burden. This is really odd. This is really, really odd. Let's see. Or they were supposed to take on somebody else's like burdens here. What is that's why the Sag and the Cancer are coming out, but I don't know where you would be here though. So I can see them. Let me see, what is your energy and dominance? So maybe you watch this as an example. That's the Four of Swords. I wouldn't. It's like somebody's trying, yeah, literally, you don't notice something. So somebody's trying to manipulate you into paying attention to it. You don't notice, but somebody's trying to manipulate you into paying attention to it. That's interesting. What are you not paying attention to? Yeah, mood and self-esteem. I don't know what that has to do with anybody. Cancer was in power already. Okay, what? This is all over the place. I'm not going to lie. These readings turned really different. So what is the Chariot? Self-love. That's what Sagittarius, that's their luck. That was the Sagittarius's luck. Is that a Cancer can be self-sufficient, or they can take care of themselves, or like this Sag is in this energy where they can take care of themselves. What is the Temperance? And then we got to figure out what the Death card is. I don't even know where that came from. So, yeah, so innovation. Literally. So because, I don't know what you have to do with this, but because the Sagittarius is with this Cancer, right? That Cancer is self-sufficient. They can take care of themselves, do something by themselves. The Sag is able to go ahead and create. What are they able to create for themselves? There's inspiration, change, and knowledge. They're able to get information. They're able to go find something. Like they have the time, the energy to go do something because somebody else is self-sufficient. It could be a child. So now what is the death card? Because then you have this. Now you have all the negative energy showing up. So what is the death card doing? Versatility. Yeah, personality. I said somebody is copying a Sagittarius. You got transition and healing. It's like somebody thinks they're supposed to change how they are, who they are, or what they look like, or how they're acting. Hear me out. Especially the best way I could put this too, if you guys are women with children, I feel like this whole scenario is about how you look being a mother. It's like something's supposed to completely change your personality or the things that you used to focus on, the things you used to do. Something, this is odd. These readings are weird today. I'm going to wrap it up because I feel like I've been on Taurus for a long time. All right, what's the outcome with Taurus? And then we're going to do Gemini. Yeah, you got passion, resistance, courage, and guidance. No, I feel like you need to pay attention to this story. You're going to see what this is. Like, you need to, like, somebody's giving you a lesson like, yeah, you know, I did this, that, and the third out of love for somebody, and I wasn't able to do this, blah, blah, blah. I feel like somebody's giving you a lesson on, like, love and romance and telling you what to focus on or something like that. I feel like that's what that is. Because even if somebody's not worried about a physical Leo rules children. It rules, like, it does rule romance, but I look at that more as like ruling children. All right, Cancer is also an energy that reminds me of like babies, children, things like that. So that Leo Cancer energy, that is these readings are strange today. All right. Let's see. I don't know. Every time I say that, somebody be like, oh, this happened and that happened. And all right, I don't know y'all lives. All right, Gemini's next. Gemini's next. Every time I question myself, I just remember the time that the Aquarius reading I did made 0 sense. And I'll talk to a woman and she was an Aquarius that day. So I try to remind myself, like, I do know what I'm talking about. even though it'd be crazy, it'd be a lot of people. All right, Gemini, what's the center of your reading, Geminis? Let's see. Surrender to the divine. All right, so when we get that card, something's out of our control. There's nothing you can do about it. All right, so there's nothing you can do about whatever the situation at hand is. We'll see what does the divine have planned for you? Let's see. What does the divine have planned for you? Y'all are funny. Okay, here's a Cancer. All right, I did Cancer back on, if you are on TikTok, you can see Cancer up on YouTube. It was at 21 minutes. All right, so surrender to the divine. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this is outside of your control. That Cancer is going to be there, live there, do be like that, act like that. That's who they are. There it is. I can't make it up. There's Cancer and Sagittarius. It just keeps coming out. So one thing I'll say too, if you guys don't know a Cancer and a Sagittarius, like I said, Cancer is an energy where it's cardinal. Sagittarius is mutable. So it could be like a Sagittarius adapting to the movement forward. You're also mutable, Gemini. And Sag is your opposite energy. I feel like there's something with a Cancer and a Sagittarius. We got fight and order. So there's chaos and then it is brought to order here, literally. That's what's going on. And then you got personality, vision, and intuition. So if something's chaotic, it's going to be more organized. What role do you play here? And I feel like you have to let a Cancer or a Sagittarius do it. Or something like that. All right, what role do you play here? All right, so your peace as well. What energy should you be in? I mean, I feel like it's nothing else to do. So you're peace, but you should be in passion. You don't care. You need to take action. What kind of action should you take here, Gemini? Or you should care more about something. You've got resistance, defense, self-esteem, and personality. All right, let's see how many people come out in your reading, child, because I don't know. All right, what is destined to occur right here? Like, this is supposed to happen. It's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that can be done about it. Let's get four. I'm going to get 4 cards for this. Okay, there we got the Hierophant, the 7 of Cups, the Empress, and then there's the Death card. So first of all, these elements, right? We have Taurus and Scorpio. Those are opposites. Taurus is our own natural resources, something that is fixed, set in stone. These are our rules, our regulations, whatever, right? Scorpio is the opposite of that. That is us destroying something. So I feel like surrender to the divine. The way something was going before, it has to change. So something is going through a cycle where it has to change. No matter what you thought it was, it's going to change. I'm also seeing too, there is like with the Empress, somebody could be creating something, making something. It's like a woman here is trying to create out of their resources, and they're able to transform it into something else. So if you're wondering why something is not staying the same, I feel like your message is that everything that, like, change is constant. Something's always going to change. Something is always going to shift. All right, what is the Hierophant and 7 of Cups real quick? What is this right here? And what is the Empress? Yeah, transition. And so what does this turn into? I feel like, too, something that was easily identifiable, you always thought it was going to be the same. Especially, it might actually be a Taurus's identity. What does it change or transform into? Oh, intuition. Okay. Yeah. So somebody's looking back on something and it turns into them following their intuition. That's what's destined to occur. Okay. So what was blocking somebody's intuition before? And then we'll see what causes the transformation. Yeah, versatility. It could be their own. Okay, versatility, attitude, and knowledge. Oh, it could be the perspective on the information that they know or what they have. Maybe somebody did not know they knew any better. Maybe they didn't trust themselves. Somebody could be looking back like, damn, I did know that. Or, yeah, I was right about that. Or, I did make the right decision. So now somebody's going to follow their intuition. So what is their intuition telling them to do here in this scenario? The Strength. There's that Leo reading again. Yeah, knowledge and then truth. All right. So they could just be like, yeah, that Leo knows what they're doing. I don't even remember the Leo reading at this point because we did so much. But Leo knows what they're doing, or I feel like literally the intuition is that there is strength in knowledge, or, okay, I'm able to go find this information out. What is somebody's intuition telling them here? Show the world the real you. All right, we do have personality. What part of personality here? What part of personality? They could just be doing something that works well for them, putting themselves out there. Hustle, courage, sexuality. There you go, Gemini, and ambition. That's what it's like. Who did I say that for? Leo or Aquarius? Somebody keeps repeating the same thing or doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, you got passion though. All right, so since something, this energy is out of your control, somebody is now following their intuition. They know what to focus on. They're looking back on times or energy where they knew what to do here. So what is your energy? What do you do with this information, Gemini? Because these, they gonna make sense later. They gonna make sense later. All right, you got the Sun. There's hustle, the 10 of Pentacles, the Devil card. There's the Queen of Wands again. There's the knowledge. They have the information. What does this person have the information about? I feel like they know where to go, what to do, who to be surrounded by, or something like that. Something about waiting too long. Let me clarify that real quick. What information do they know? I feel like it's about waiting too long or waiting for the right moment. Yeah, fight and humor and order. It's something about chaos being brought back into order here. Something that was chaotic is being reorganized. I feel like too, something's a distraction. What's the distraction here? Somebody's like, yeah, I already know that's a distraction. Or mystery and leadership. All right, transition and passion. If there's a Leo still watching, I feel like a Leo is wondering why their goals changed or something like that. Yeah, something's like something is to cause distraction or to cause chaos. But the goal, basically the center of the reading is surrender to the divine, is that somebody will know how to follow their intuition. If this is within yourself and you're wondering, you will look back at a moment where you were like, damn, I made the right decision there, or that was a good idea, or I should have did this, that, and the third. Like, you will know that you were on the right path. That is like destined to occur. All right, but I feel like something has to do with a Sag and a Cancer here. Those are you got a Sag, Cancer, and a Leo. Those were the main signs that came out. All right, but something is destined to change. It's not going to stay the same way as it was. I feel like too, it looks like, thank you for the compliment on TikTok, by the way, but it looks like somebody is trying to make something look like it has stayed the same. Somebody's trying to make it look like something still looks good or is still in order, and it's not. All right. I guess Leo going to keep coming out. Maybe Leo is coming out because it's Leo season. We'll see. All right. Libra, let's see. Y'all are kind of messy today. Maybe it's a lot of people in the reading because it's the weekend and people are out or something. I don't know. All right, Libra. All right, what is the center of your readings, Libra? Ooh, believe in the impossible. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What should you believe in here, Libras? What should you believe in? What should you believe in? Something that you're focused on, something that you're determined to have. Personality and innovation. We mentioned that Sagittarius came out like that, but that doesn't have to be you. This could be somebody else. Okay, literally, it got personality, innovation, blocking out insecurities. That is what somebody is able to create. They're like, okay, I'm not going to block out being insecure or anything like that. Or, I mean, I'm going to block out being insecure, but somebody is able to create something. I feel like literally somebody's personality does not allow them to be insecure. It just depends on, you know, who you are. I feel like, too, if you're focused on something that you're creating and you're wondering whether or not it's going to work, it will work. It's something, it could be something you're designing, some sort of idea that you're coming up with. All right, what's your current energy here, Libra? Style. Okay, so now you're in Cancer energy as well. Okay, so you're moving forward with something. All right. What other energy should you be in? Okay, resistance. What do you need to resist? Let's see. What do you need to resist? Hey, y'all. What? So you're in the energy of Cancer, but you need to resist vision style. You need to resist viewing yourself this way. You're in a Cancer's energy, or if you don't know a Cancer, it'd be like, okay, say you know a Cancer, you're acting like them, or you're influenced by them, or maybe you have like a Cancer parent and you're like, oh, I'm going to act just like this Cancer, or you're not going to be the same as like a Cancer parent. Or if you're in Cancer energy, you need to resist seeing yourself that way. Cancer energy rules the past, your childhood. You could be doing something the same way as your childhood, or you're triggered by it. Resist seeing yourself that way. That's interesting. Let me get one more. What What do you need to believe in here for yourself, Libras? Okay, meditate and contemplate. So whatever you're moving forward with, slow down for a second. You don't have to move forward just yet. What do you need to contemplate on or think about? Sagittarius. That could be the person. I get Libra and Sagittarius together a lot. So they came out as innovation. What is... Okay, so you need to slow... If you're making a decision when it comes to a Sag, I would slow down on that. You need to think about a Sagittarius. I'm also getting to meditate and contemplate is about patience. All right, so the temperance is patience. You need to just slow down before you... Because you might need to see different perspectives of what you're moving forward with, different parts of your plan or something. All right, let's see. I don't know why. What did you think was impossible? I think that's what we need to figure out too. What do you think is impossible for a food tour? Oh, you should stream it. That'd be cool. So what you think is impossible is the Five of Pentacles. Like, you may not think something will ever change or there's ever any potential in something. You think the Five of Pentacles is impossible? I would say this, if you have, because the Five of Pentacles typically means like a loss of money, a change in income, somebody being left out. I would mind, like, keep in mind your money, mind your resources. If you just automatically think like, oh, I'll never lose any money, I would save up some. Or what? That's a weird... All right, these readings are weird. I'm not going to overthink it. I think you're the first Capricorn. So Capricorn will be second to last. I'll put it on there. What do you expect to occur here that you find to be possible? Like, what is the norm for you, Libra? You see, the norm for you is the Son of Knives. Normally, you're able to observe something. Maybe, I feel like also normally your words hold a lot of weight, the things that you're saying. What do you need to think about here with the Angel card? Whatever you're doing right now, whatever path you're kind of continuing on, just you don't have to stay on that path forever or something like that. What do you need to contemplate with Angel here? The Queen of Swords. All right, let me get some more. Let's get 8 of these cards real quick. Now, keep in mind, what you're used to is the Son of Knives. What you need to contemplate with the Angel card is the Mother of Knives. So that's a more... You're an air sign, so maybe you're used to like, okay, I'm able to observe something. I'm able to see it. My words hold a lot of weight, the things that I'm saying. You need to contemplate something being more, like this would be more mature, right? You got the Son, but this is the Mother. So it's like somebody could be more mature. I don't know if there's like a Libra man that doesn't think like a Sag woman. Like something is more mature over here. So that could be why you need to meditate and contemplate. And this could be the energy within yourself. Like, because I feel like normally you're used to already seeing something or already understanding it. Or you're used to already having like a logical, clear explanation, view, sight of something. So if you take your time to slow down and think about it, you'll have a clearer view or a clearer understanding. All right, so let's see. Hi, yes, I did Cancer back at 21 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, so let's see here. If there is a Sagittarius here, because I see a lot of fire, They get inspired to speak out, and there's an earth sign somewhere listening and paying attention. I'm assuming somebody wants to, like, if this is somebody outside of this Sagittarius, they're going to want to partner up with them or offer something to them. I'm also getting too, like I said, this represents patience. So this is this person. They may have an idea. They're going to, before they're speaking on something, they have evidence to back something up. You don't have any major arcana coming out either, which is interesting. So what about Sagittarius energy do you need to contemplate about or think about here? Oh, truth. All right. Sagittarius does rule truth. Maybe they can see the truth. Okay. What do they see the truth about here? Or they're being honest or they're being truthful. That is what Sagittarius energy is. So I'm also getting two. If people normally take your word for something automatically, I would like contemplate the level where you need to be honest or you need to be truthful with it. But we'll see what else. Because it could be somebody outside of you. So what do they see the truth about or know the truth about here? Oh, spirituality. Oh. Okay. I don't know what you believe in. Okay, let's see. So what, and that's what you got to slow down and think about. Okay, maybe I don't know if they've already told you this, if they told you something about a spiritual belief system. So, because what do you think is impossible with the Five of Pentacles? Emotions. Maybe you think you won't be. What are you used to? Maybe you're used to being like emotionally. Now, here's the thing. If you're in energy of Cancer energy, that's a water sign. So right now you are acting in emotion and maybe you don't think so. You're like, no, I'm not emotional. I'm logical, or no, I don't care about that. It's almost like you don't believe in emotions. I'm also getting two. I'm going to show y'all the way this is depicted. They're arguing in this card, and emotions is like can be an emotional outburst. So maybe you don't believe somebody's going to actually say something, do something, stand up for themselves. Yeah, so what are you used to? What do you think is the norm with the Sun of Knives? Guidance. Yeah, that's why I feel like people just automatically listen. Guidance, love, and love. Okay, what is the okay, what is the truth about spirituality for the Sagittarius? And this can be religion or anything like that. Leadership, defiance, and connectivity. Well, we talked about the Sagittarius knowing not to listen. They're not supposed to listen. That was their advice, literally. I feel like they know that not listening to somebody is directly connected to courage. Yeah, mystery, to find out maybe what's blocking them. That's interesting. All right. What other energy should you be in then, Libras? So you're being told to be loving. What would you do out of love here? Yeah, fluidity. It's literally like you don't believe in emotions. Everything is water. Okay, out of love for who? You got change. There's intuition. So that was the whole divine, whatever, surrender to the divine. They're supposed to follow their intuition. Yeah, intuition, healing, mood, and then mystery. So another thing I'll say here is if you do not believe that, like you're used to the Sun of Knives, maybe you're used to saying something in a harsh, mean way. So I would say something with love or kindness. I'm also getting two. The Sun of Knives can be observing something, spying on something, noticing something. The Five of Pentacles can also be an energy that goes unnoticed. And I feel like something will go unnoticed because of your emotions. You may not be able to see something clearly because you're being led by emotion. I will also say too, just because I am a Sag and I have already talked about several instances where I personally could not follow after, this is just me, I personally could not follow after Libra readers for a lot of reasons, and I don't know if there's any Libras here that do that. I would make sure that you are clearly, like, if you're a Libra and you want to read your own cards, I would sit down first and really, I don't want to say it in a mean way, but like learn how to read them better. It just depends on what you guys do. Okay. If you need assistance, I would advise you to talk to a Sagittarius that you know. Like if there was something that you needed spiritual guidance with, I would advise you to do that. Because that looks like it's somebody that could be close to you or something. All right, hold on. I gotta fix my lip gloss, y'all. We're going to do Virgo, Aries, and I saw somebody say Capricorn, and there's one missing. Whoever the last one left is, we'll do them too. All right. Oh. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, Amelia, it could be. It could be. So just if y'all ever get readings from me, y'all, I try to be, I'm going to start being more blunt in my readings. I'll be honest, because I try to be very impartial, especially when it involves people that I do not know. But what I will say is be very careful who y'all get spiritual guidance from. I've seen some very ill-willed individuals out here, so please. I've been I've been in the game for a long time. I know I seem new to the folks, but I've seen a lot of crazy, very crazy spiritual situations. So, a lot. That is part of the reason that I do the readings that I do, because there are a lot of crazy readers that I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead. That's really how I started. I was like, I need to read it for myself because these bitches is crazy. All right, Virgos. I have crazy moments, but I do not bring it to this. Like, I've seen people do, I've seen a lot. Maybe we'll just do a video on that one day. Yes, yes, yes. Amelia made a great point. She said that she had to check herself for trusting them just because they're spiritual. Please, y'all. That's why, and y'all have heard me, I always encourage y'all to learn how to do your own cards. I always do that. That's another reason I came up with the deck and my own definitions. I have seen people literally make up readings so that they can fight with somebody on YouTube. I'm not lying. I've watched it. I have watched people completely concoct a fake reading so that they can down talk somebody on the internet or down talk another reader. I've watched it. I've watched readers fight each other. I've watched spiritualists go at each other. Craziness, please. I'm telling you. I've seen one reader, she fought with everybody. I was like, damn, bitch, just read the cards. Like, what? Why are you fighting with everybody? Why are you fighting with everybody? Like, that Mystic Lipstick lady is a perfect example. She was putting spells on people. Somebody look at her wrong. She do voodoo on them. She was teaching people how to curse people. You do have to be careful. All right? Just because somebody has tarot cards does not mean they have your best interests. Okay, please. All right, so Virgo is next. Thank you, Carlo. Thank you. All right, Virgo is next, y'all. I'm not going to change the timestamp. I'm going to leave that in the Virgo reading. They might need to hear it. Thank you. Is it Doosan? I hope I said that right. It's going on between readers now. Listen, let me not speak on it because I'm not doing that. I don't want to be included in none of that. I didn't think people still did that because now the way, like, I guess because of my algorithm, I don't watch other readers, so I don't see any. I don't see any other readers, so that could be why I don't see it. Oh, Dushan. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't see any other readers. I watch a lot of podcasts and stuff in my free time. All right, so let's see, Virgos. Yeah, people are biased with readings. And y'all know I don't be my Sag readings, we get called out too. Okay? So just know we don't do that over here because I need the reading. I don't, I'm not gonna fake like if I need the advice, I need to know what the hell going on. That's the whole point. All right, Virgos. What's the energy surrounding the Virgos here? Prosperity lies ahead. I forget who I said that for, but that was on another video. All right, Virgo. So prosperity lies ahead. All right, what is this pertaining to for the Virgos? Okay, resistance. Okay, what is being resisted here? There were a couple of people who had that card. I know Sag had it, but I don't think y'all really came out in their reading. But what's being resisted here? Okay, connectivity. Somebody's resisting a mental trap or resisting continuously thinking about something. Okay. Somebody's trying to have an open mind. What role do you play here, Virgos? Okay, style. So you and Libra are both in the style energy. Okay. Let's put that both in the style energy. Yes, I'm a December Sag, the 19th. Hi. Shout out to the fellow Sages. All right, so you're in this, excuse me, you're in the style energy too, just like Libra is. Okay, what other energy should you be in here? So that means you're doing something your own way. You're moving forward. Yeah. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Virgos? Or you're with a Cancer. Okay, passion. You should take action towards something. What do you desire, Virgos, for yourself? I'm going to clarify it. Okay, we got... What do you desire? You got mood, emotions, and luck. I feel like you wish you could take some time to kind of get your emotions together. I feel like you want to control your emotions better. Okay, what might be triggering your emotions right now? Something could be difficult. Okay, you got resilience, superstition, and defiance. Okay, that was the Sag reading. Okay, so first of all, Sagittarius was told to not listen to something, right? So they could be struggling with worrying about whether or not they shouldn't listen to something. This could be you as well. Okay, let's see. Or if something's triggering your emotions, you could be, something's like very, very difficult, or you could be handling something all on your own. All right, let's see. But you do have prosperity lies ahead, so I don't want you to... There's the 9 of Baskets. There's the Libra. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so we got the 9 of Cups. There's the happiness, the laughter. This is what the Libra expects. They're happy and they have a certain expectation. They're laughing at something. There's the Queen of Swords. There's the Sagittarius. Here's the impossible that they don't see coming. Literally, that is the literal, those were the literal cards. So there's an individual right now. You can have a Libra placement. You may have Mercury in Libra because you're a Virgo or like a Libra rising or something like that. But you're expecting that Libra is happy because they're expecting something to go their way, or they're expecting to have certain information. What do they need to slow down and think about was a Sagittarius, and they came out as the mother of knives. They came out as being clear-headed, or maybe even having more information than that Libra. All right, so they have more information than that Libra. And this is the impossible that is going to occur, is the Five of Pentacles. All right, I feel like they don't see something coming. All right, here's more information. Here's the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. And this is the center of your reading. So I feel like if there's any manipulation going on, that Sagittarius already has the information. Where are you at in these 8 cards, Virgo? So you have knowledge as well. Okay, so what do you have information about? What do you know? Okay, you've got voice and defiance. You know that somebody's not going to listen. I just said that Sagittarius is not going to listen, or they're not supposed to. Or maybe you watch the Sagittarius reading. There's like a thing where you know that there's some envy or jealousy. You could even know that somebody is saying something out of envy or jealousy. What is being said here? Excuse me. Somebody's going to say like, okay. There's the intuition, right? We know this is correct. Somebody's listening to somebody who's intuitive, or there's a woman who's listening to their own intuition, or there's women's intuition. Somebody's going to say something out of envy or jealousy or hatred because that person is doing something different than everybody else. Oh, yes. Did you eat breakfast?
I did, I swear. I did.
What'd you eat? A pancake? With what?
Couldn't find the pancakes, so I ate some.
What'd you eat? They was in the oven. What'd you eat? Cereal?
Yeah.
Go ahead. After that, you have fruit, okay? All right, so she lying. She knew them pancakes was in the oven, y'all. She just want to eat her cereal. Okay, anyway. All right, so this person, somebody is following their intuition. They're guided by their own instincts. Out of envy, jealousy, or hatred, somebody's going to call that person rebellious. You know that. That's what's being said. What do people normally do instead of, I guess, following their own intuition? Or there's truth. There's intuition again. There's instinct again. So something's undeniable about somebody's intuition here, and I don't know what role you play in, but what is somebody saying that's jealousy or hatred, or what is somebody saying in defiance? Yeah, somebody is worried literally for no reason. There is... It's hard to explain that somebody's plan is not working, and so they're going to say something about somebody else. Let's see what happens with intuition here. Thank you, Empress. Thank you for the roses. Let's see when somebody follows their intuition, because this is literally the Libra reading. So I don't know if you're going to witness this, watch this, or if you have like a Libra placement and it may apply to you. All right, so let's see what's occurring when we follow our intuition here. All right, there's the sun. We can see something clearly. The strength card coming out again. So I feel like this is about self-belief as well, because Leo rules ourself. So even if there's not a Leo involved, the Leo rules ourself, our pride, our ego. So if somebody's following their intuition, they're following their own selves. There's nothing else they need to know. We have the Tower. There's a magician. Somebody's going to realize, these are major arcana too. Somebody's going to realize they can create something on their own. Somebody's going to realize they have all the tools to create something when they follow their intuition. If it's not that, then they'll know literally like something is manipulated. I feel like too, when I said following your intuition, believe in the impossible, something unexpected is going to occur to you or a Libra, or you're going to witness it. Let's see what's the norm here. What's expected? We're going to see what the result of the Tower is. All right, sexuality, something with a Gemini possibly, or maybe even the way that masculine and feminine goes. All right, what occurs here? Yeah, leadership. I said that the Leo is going to be a leader. Okay. Somebody could be, I'm also getting too, somebody could give you information out of love here. You got knowledge. Okay, so you want, let's see, what are you going to do with desire, mood? You got desire, mood, and whatever. You got like, you wish you could actually be upset, or you wish you could show emotion, or... Yeah, there's a hangman. You want to have a different perspective and make a new decision. Yeah, because I feel like you would make a new decision here. There's the regret. Literally, the Five of Cups, you wish you could... Because when you feel the regret, you'll walk away from something. I feel like that's what it is. You're like, I want to feel regret about this. I don't want to continue doing this or something. It's something that could be bothering you. I mean, I feel like I would admit... like how you feel. I feel like that's the best way to go about it. What's the outcome here for you, Virgos? Yeah, confidence blocks out insecurities. Leo, this was advice for Leo to do something independent. Or I think Aquarius, one of the two. Somebody was supposed to do something independently, but literally confidence blocks out insecurities. The ability to be, because this is the Nine of Pentacles, this is the Nine of Wands, the ability to be confident in yourself, by yourself. You don't feel insecure or left out. You know what else I'm going to say too? I feel like if there has something to do with money here, money actually is the solution to something. Like, money will not make you feel as insecure or unsure of yourself, or like, because they try to say like money is not the solution. Money actually is a solution to a lot of things. That could be something that you're thinking of as well. Because it's like, if you have your own resources, you don't even have to surround yourself with people or things that offend you, bother you, things like that. Like, something, it blocks that out completely. All right, but literally you're going to see something that somebody does not expect to occur. You're going to see it happen here. And it has something to do with a Libra and a Sagittarius. All right. Interesting. Thank you for following. All right, that was Virgo. Then we got Aries, Capricorn, and who is missing? Let's see. We got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Oh, Scorpio. Is it any Scorpios here? Any Scorpios? Paul, you said you want to marry me? Listen. I don't think you do, sir. Thank you, Dream. Thank you for the roses. Oh, I know you said, did somebody say Aquarius? I know you're an Aquarius, or did, yeah, Aquarius is up on my YouTube. It's back at 33 minutes. All right, so it's back at 33 minutes. Thank y'all so much for the roses, by the way. I appreciate y'all. I did Libra at 87 minutes, and then for Scorpio is going to be, that's going to be the last one. Thank you. Let me see something. Okay. Aries. You said love you. Listen. If I really wanted to be married, I would have been married by now. It would be very... I would have to be able to build my husband to get married, okay? That's... I gotta be able to... I don't know, y'all crazy. All right, Aries. It's like, the only... I would get married to like a sports player. It would have to be like a baseball player, a basketball player, or something like that. That's the only way I would get married. Not a football player. Not a football player. It had to be a basketball player, a baseball player. They could be a retired one. You said whose auntie is this? I'm London's auntie. Shout out to London. All right, what's the energy surrounded by Aries? Let's see. What's the energy surrounding my Aries? Uh-oh, finesse. Lux, that's funny. Finesse. All right, let's see what this is about. So typically when we get finesse is, let me see, what is this? Finesse means that something may not work. All right, but we're going to see what it is. It means that a plan may not work. The Seven of Swords is typically like getting caught trying to do something sneaky, or if it's not that, it could be like the intention that you have for your plan is just not going the way that is planned. Now, I don't know if this is you or not. Yes, Sagittarius was first. Sagittarius was first. All right, so let's see. Scorpio's last. We do it in order of first come, first serve, y'all, if y'all are new here. So let me explain. If you're wondering why it's not going in order, when I start the video, whoever's in here first, those are the signs that I do. So that's how it goes. Shout out to Brazil. All right, so what is this? What's the center of this? We got finesse here. You're very close to achieving your goal. And I literally just said that finesse may not work. So if you're close to it, all right, let's figure out what's missing. So let's see what the goal is. There's innovation. That's when something's working. All right. That's when something's working. So what is your intended outcome here? Or what is the goal that we're trying to reach, Aries? Huh? Okay, the goal that we're trying to reach is self-esteem. So if this was positive, the goal that we would be trying to reach would be like to feel confident. But if somebody's goal is to literally like insult somebody or humble somebody, oh, okay, that's weird. What? Okay, let's see what finesse is. What is the intended outcome here? I mean, that happens. That's not really that confusing. People do try to make people feel insecure all the time. So I don't know why I'm acting like that's weird. But people do want people to feel insecure, left out, isolated, different. I don't know if that's somebody's goal or if the goal is to feel more confident and more self-assured. All right. So let's see who's in finesse then. Who's trying to do this then? Let's just try to call the person out. Hopefully it gives me a zodiac card. But so who's in finesse? Who's trying to do this? Damn, finesse again? So it could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or whoever they are. We can see them. It's obvious. It's visible. It's like it's very obvious. Okay. All right. What's missing from the goal here? I don't know. That's weird. It's a weird reading. What's missing from this goal? Love. Oh. Damn. Oh, what? Okay, hold on. Okay. I feel this reading is like somebody wants somebody to feel insecure, left out, offended, but they would have to care. Somebody does not care, or somebody is not emotionally attached to something. They don't care. They're not in love. They don't love the person. They don't. What kind of reading did y'all get? Okay, let's see. What role do you play here, Aries? Your mood. You're annoyed. You're sad. You're regretting something. I don't like, it's like maybe you want somebody with self-esteem, right? You may want somebody to feel like, damn, I'm single. Because that's about like the Nine of Wands is feeling like you're alone. So somebody would actually have to feel like, oh, I hate being alone or I hate being single. That could be the goal here. The thing that's missing is love. Somebody does not love someone. Somebody doesn't care. I feel like too, or there's like romance missing. There is no romance. There's no, so it's not convincing or something like that. This is odd. Okay, what's triggering your mood then? What's actually happening? What's actually going on? Fluidity. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, fluidity is about like ebbs and flows, ups and downs. Love would mean somebody is like directly emotionally connected to this person, this situation. So somebody can have like fluid energy, like they care in the moment and now they don't care, or maybe they love multiple people, or they date multiple people, or like something's in ebb and a flow. Yeah, fluidity, humor. What is, okay, what's going on, Aries? What do you regret here? Let's see. You regret their sexuality and hustle. So you could have been, let me get one more. You got resistance and then transition and self-love. Sag was supposed to be self-love. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Sag, but I feel like you regret, this looks like a partnership. Some of you regret putting money into somebody. This can also be a Gemini. You may regret giving money to a Gemini. Maybe you're mad that Gemini is making money. I don't know. It's like you regret getting married, marriage, putting money into a partnership. If it's sex and money, maybe you regret giving somebody money that you were attracted to. Or there's a decision. There could also have been a decision to invest. What do you wish you would have done here? Yeah, innovation. You just wish you would have been able to create. Maybe you also wish you would have done something by yourself. You could have partnered up with somebody with no sex involved or whatever. You could have like partnered up with somebody to work together, and you're like, damn, I should have did it myself. But I feel like you wish you would have, yeah, there's literally innovation, sexuality. Either you wish you would have made the decision on your own, or you wish that you would have found a way to have sex with somebody without giving them money. I just have to put it out there. Or you wish you could have partnered up with somebody that was more independent. The person that you're partnered up with or working with, it costs more money, or you have to give them money or put money into something. Or you just wish you would have created something on your own with your own finances. Another way this could go is that you wish you did not do this. Whatever you innovated or whatever you created, maybe you took an investment, and maybe you owe money for something. You're like, damn, now I'm in debt. I wish I didn't give them money for that. Or I wish I didn't take their money for that. I wish I didn't take that loan out. I feel like you wish you could, like, if this is sexual, literally, this sounds like more of a man thing. It could be a woman. Like, it could, like, say you're a woman and you're, like, paying for your nigga or something like that. You gotta help pay the bills or something. And you were like, damn, I should have just lived alone. Or, like, if this is a man and they gave somebody money, they wish they could have had sex with them, like, without having to support them or give them anything. If it's within yourself and you wish you could create something, it's just about like, damn, I wish I would have used my own resources to do this. And the thing that's missing is love. Okay, this looks messy. You said a auntie. Oh, I don't get insulted by auntie. I don't matter to me. I know I look good for 35, so I don't care. I come from a nice a nice pool of genetics. All my cousins look young. My parents look young. I do not care about none of that. That don't bother me. My grandparents was old, so I'm good. Shout out to the genetics. All right, the gene pool. That's what I was trying to say. All right, let's get 8 cards here. So we got the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Wands. There's the inspiration. There's the Lover. So this is a Gemini energy if you're dealing with a Gemini. There's a Daughter of Coins. Literally, this is why something is not working, is there's no emotion. It's something is logical. If you did partner up with somebody and work with them, they may not be emotionally attached to you. And so maybe it's like, okay, if they were more emotionally attached to me, they would care, right? So like say, hold on, let me pull the rest of the cards and then I'll explain it to you. All right, so you got the chariot, you got the lovers and chariot. So it could be something about a Gemini and a Cancer. But this is the thing, right? So it's like the reason something did not work out, like say you got a loan or whatever, right? And you're like, damn, I should just use my own money now, I owe this debt. The bank does not love you, right? They don't care. Like you owe them money regardless. They don't care. You owe that money. Um it could be a home you own, you own a home or something like that. Maybe you own a car. If this is about a partnership, that person, I feel like they probably, the way this looks, unfortunately, looks like somebody was in it for money. So if you're expecting a certain outcome out of love or like as a kind gesture, that's not going to occur because it looks like they were there for money. All right, let's see. Let's see what would have occurred if love was involved in this plan here. Oh, that's so specific. All right, that's real specific. If love was involved, there could have been something dealing with a Sagittarius, Aquarius, and possibly a Virgo. Let's see. So let's see what it looks like what's going on without it. Let's see. Yeah, you said that's what Zonti means. Yeah, it don't matter to me. Whatever term they wanna, it don't matter. Now, if I went online and said I'm a Yunti, somebody be like, no, you look old. You look 40. People just are haters these days. So it don't matter. All right, let's see. What's wrong? Like, what's the failure here? What's going wrong right now with finesse? Yeah, there's like no romance. The Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, Five of Wands, the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is not... Because this would be the romantic part. Somebody's being very logical with the Two of Swords, Five of Wands. They're not going to get distracted. Maybe I feel like if the outcome is supposed to be something dealing with a Sag with the Page of Wands, that's not what's working out. Their reading also, Sagittarius, was supposed to be self-love. That's what they were supposed to be doing anyway. I want to reiterate too, with finesse coming out twice, with me asking, okay, who's finesse? Like, why is something not working? It's very visible that something is manipulation. So I do want to make that clear. If this is not you doing this, Aries, and you feel like something is happening to you and you're like, why is this not working for me? You can visibly see who the person is that's being sneaky. So do not question yourself. Don't go against your better judgment. Like, you can visibly see it. If you're in a relationship, I'm sorry, I don't think something is being done with love here. All right, how would it go if what you wanted to work was going on here? And then we'll see what energy you should be in for yourself. You've got the Hermit, the Page of Cups, the World, and then the Six of Wands. Yeah, literally, I feel like I love you, or there's Virgo. Something literally would have just been start to finish, and then you just would have got your own success. And if we're talking about fluidity, somebody could be dating other people, doing other things, dealing with other people. It's not... Yeah, I don't know. Where are you here with mood? Yeah, you're looking back with a new perspective. Let's see. Okay, so it's like you went into something trying to view it a different way. So how did you view this before? Now you can see something clearer or more logically. How did you view this before? Okay, so you knew your mood. So it's like, okay, this is the thing too. I feel like you went into something that you did not love. You went into something, you did something that you weren't emotionally attached to. So it's almost like your perspective of it at first was mood. You knew you didn't want something. So what was missing from the plan for you? Like, what did you not like? Or if it's not a regret, it could be the Four of Cups type of mood where you ignored something. or you were just ignoring it. But what was mood before? Like either you were ignoring something or you didn't like something. What was that before? Rebellion, connectivity, and knowledge. What was it before with mood? You didn't like that somebody's rebellious or the person that you're working with. Like you didn't like it to begin with, and maybe you felt like you were being rebellious by not doing it. Let's see. What were you before? You didn't like it. But it's coming out as a 9 of Cups. That's the weird part. I feel like you weren't listening. Something was already being told to you or something. Something's not right about this. Yeah, you ignored it. You were the 4. It's like you were ignoring something that you could see clearly, but you were happy. So what part did that? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this for you so that, and the reason I'm asking so many questions so that you don't make this mistake again, because like, what was pacifying you or what were you happy with? Vision, perspective. I feel like this is how you viewed it. Like something's not, I don't know. You were happy with what was going on until I guess you didn't get your end of the bargain. So how do you view it now? What do you see now that you realize, I'm assuming? Yeah, transition and truth. This is the thing. You saw something. You can see it clearly. You ignored it. So I don't know if you thought somebody was lying. Because literally, this, you saw it. It was right there. But it's like, oh, wait, that's what that was. Oh, wait, that's what that meant. All right, we're going to keep going. Y'all's is one of the more clearer readings, I will say. So what did you see here? I guess you didn't, I don't know if you didn't want to believe it or... The 8 of Wands, the Fool, the King of Swords. There's a High Priestess. Somebody knew what to do. You know somebody's following their intuition, or you know that this is like you're dealing with a person. And I'm not saying you're trying to manipulate somebody. Say you're trying to manipulate someone. Let's just keep it a buck. Maybe you wanted something like to date somebody or something like that. You want to manipulate them. You know they know better, the High Priestess. You're looking at somebody that's intelligent, or you're looking at somebody that with the Fool card, there's no ties to something. I'm also getting to the King of Swords, to me, can also be resisting. They can hold back a lot. Ooh. It's like you didn't believe that it was true or something. All right, so what's true about the person that you're working with, dealing with, or... I don't know if somebody else told you, like, hey, you know, Aries, look into this, or hey, look at this from a different perspective. So what's the truth? Respect, leadership, mystery, and emotions. So whoever you're dealing with, maybe they kind of changed your mindset on how you were actually feeling. I feel like somebody told you. I'm getting more so like you knew. And that's, I don't... All right, we'll figure out what other energy you should be in then. So how do you view this now? Because you knew better or something, or... Yeah, the Temperance, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. It's the same energy, it's the same person, or you want this Sagittarius. All right, what is it? You saw it already. What is the Sagittarius doing here? Or somebody you wanted to be with? Yeah, rebellion. That's what came out. It's like you knew somebody's rebellious, or you know somebody's not going to listen. What do people normally do in this person's situation? Versatility. So I don't know if it's like marriage or being comfortable, or... All right, what are they doing instead? Or women normally act a certain way. All right, you got resilience. Yeah, defiance. They know that. Knowledge. You knew this, though. Like, I don't... All right, what energy should you be in, Aries? Healing. How? Okay, so because this is a pattern. Then you either can see, like, you knew something was wrong, you knew you shouldn't have did it, you did it anyway, you were already moved, you already didn't like something, and you did it anyway, and now you're wondering why it's not working, or you're like, damn, I wish I would have did this solo, or blah blah blah. So How are you going to heal this for yourself? There's fluidity. Exactly. Because the thing that's missing is love. I feel like you need to be more open to going with the flow, or accept that something was going with the flow. Like something was not emotionally attached here. I feel like you may not need to, you need to, especially if this is business or something, because there's a lot of money involved, you need to be less emotionally attached if it's business. What will this heal into for you? Yeah, you got passion, change, guidance. All right, so that was Aries reading. Oh my God, I did not timestamp it. I'm going to just put it at 1:20. All right, Capricorn is next. And then Scorpio, and then we'll be done for the day. All right. Thank y'all for liking and viewing and sharing and watching all that good stuff. I'm surprised that YouTube got up to 58, because it was like 5 people in here earlier. I didn't think I was getting any views. I was like, well, people are probably out on a Saturday. I'm trying to make sure it's not going to storm here again. It's the stormy season. All right, let's see. Who I say? Capricorn. All right, what's the energy surrounding my Capricorns? Believe in the impossible. So that was the same reading for Libra. Okay, I'm going to write that down. All right. Believe in the impossible. You said you'll be glad when it rains. Wait, where are you at? Are you in Texas too? I forget where you are. But it's storming a lot here in Houston. It's been storming. And July it'd be wilding. Oh, you're in Houston? I don't know why I forgot that. Okay, I thought so. Yeah. All right, so believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. All right, so what is the impossible here, Capricorns? What do you think is impossible? Ooh, power. Okay, so maybe you don't, like if this is within yourself, maybe you don't feel like you have power over a situation. I feel like that also could be the power of your voice. Yeah, so we got power, innovation, change, and resistance in voice. So, okay, what's going to be the powerful energy, or who's in power again? That could be you. So you may not believe your voice is heard or something. Okay, healing. So we did talk about Aries needing to heal. Yeah, mood. All right, so I don't know, Capricorn, you may be the person to tell an Aries like, yeah, you gotta stop doing that, or that's why you're in this situation, Aries. Like, not in a bad way, but I feel like you could be telling an Aries that. Okay. All right, what other role do you play here, Capricorn? Ooh. Oh, you said it started exactly at 2 hours. Thank you. That's what I put. I was I was definitely estimating. All right, so let's see. So what role do you play here, Capricorns? All right, passion. What do you desire for yourself? Okay, we got skill. Yeah, you and Libra had the same thing. Okay. Skill, mystery, and ambition. All right, but you may desire something to work out in your favor as far as learning something, creating something. All right, so what energy should you be in here, Capricorns? Or you could be attracted to a Libra. It depends. Okay, the energy you should be in is peace. Okay. So rest. If you're wondering, just take a break from something. Okay. All right, what else should you be at peace with? Damn, peace again. Yeah, don't worry. You can rest if you're wondering, what should I do today, this weekend? Take a break, take a rest. Don't overthink anything. You don't have to overthink anything. If this is about you believing in your own power, That's a good thing. You don't need to do anything else. Your power is working, or something that you've built on is working. This could be the power like affirmations. I'm also getting to, if you're in a scenario and you're worried about somebody speaking up for themselves, there's nothing else you need to say. You don't have to contribute. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Insight. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't feel guilty for relaxing, especially if y'all have put in, you put in your work and stuff like that. All right, but peace. That's all right. Your reading will probably be pretty simple. Okay, so you got the Fool, the Ten of Swords, the Emperor. Wow. Okay, so first of all, literally that Aries reading, because they have healing and mood. So first of all, some of you may have Aries placements. The baby, that reading applied to you, you took the advice, now you can calm down. Or I feel like if you know an Aries, literally that Aries learned. Like somebody starts something out and they immediately master it. Like you go from the Fool to the Emperor. So there's like, or maybe you also felt like, man, I don't know what to do, or I don't know how to do this, but you're going to realize you're really good at it. All right, there's the Seven of Wands, King of Swords. Yeah, the High Priestess, Four of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, mood. The Aries is ignoring something. You're right. I feel like whenever I pull the High Priestess, your intuition is right. There's nothing you need to question. What is your intuition telling you? Maybe an Aries doesn't want to hear that last reading or something. What is your intuition telling you? You got style, humor, and superstition and fight. I don't know what that even has to... I'm not... I feel like you can move forward with something. What is somebody trying to block out here? So we know literally that the Aries, what they're trying to do is getting blocked out because there's no love involved. We know that. That is why something is being blocked out. What else is being blocked out in the Seven of Wands? Yeah, emotions and guidance. Somebody is not being guided by their emotions. Love was not there. That's what we know, right? We're not... Maybe you're like, I'm not going to be guided by my emotions and do something. I see you too intuitively ignoring something. So that's the peace part as well. What are you ignoring? You're like, I'm just not going to pay attention to that and I'm just going to move on. You got fluidity, strength, potential. Yeah, I just said move on with transition and then attitude and hustle. So I feel like somebody is going to end up learning their perspective on hustle. That's what they regretted, was the hustle card or abundance or something like that. Let's see how something's going to work out for you with the High Priestess. Ooh. Those did not shuffle. Let's see. What are you doing? You would holler at me if we were in a store? Okay, well, thank you. All right, what is your intuition doing here? Yeah, peace. All right, literally not paying attention to something, resting. Something's actually going to come to you easier if you're calm. Don't say anything. This is hard to... It's almost like there's judgment in the Wheel of Fortune. First of all, something comes easier to you when you don't pay attention to it, or if you don't speak on something. What are we saying in the Judgment? Somebody might be saying something just to get your attention. Okay, there's angel, sexuality, spirituality. That's me. So there's nothing. There's nothing to pay attention to. What is the Two of Pentacles? It's odd because it's like there's nothing for you to do. Okay. Yeah. All right. Peace. That's your reading. Maybe you're like, oh, if I don't... Maybe you think something won't work for you unless you're doing blah, 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 blah. But that's it. Take a break, rest. Don't look at something. Go to sleep. Don't pay attention to something. I feel like something may not matter for you. That's it. All right, Capricorn. That was pretty simple. All right, Scorpio. Y'all are last but not least. Do we still have Scorpios in here? If y'all are asking personal questions, you do got to get the readings, guys. Typically, you can also do the $5 Cash App questions, but this is the last sign, so I'm about to go now. But if you do catch me earlier, then you can do those too. That's only if you catch me live. But before I go, the readings are 33 for a 30-minute video. It's on YouTube. It's unlisted. Nobody will see your video, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can ask whatever you want in the span of that 30 minutes. I email you right after you buy it, and you just send me your email with your questions. I would say up to 4 questions. All right, Scorpio. So what is the energy surrounding the Scorpios? Bring love into the situation. We did mention that something with Aries reading is not working because there was no love or something, but all right, so what is the center of this for you, Scorpios? What's the center of this? Hey there on TikTok. Okay, courage. All right, what role do you play here, Scorpios? All right, passion, something that you desire. You're taking initiative on something. It could be lust, things like that as well. All right, what do you desire here, Scorpios? Okay, you desire literally inspiration, or you want to inspire somebody, or you could want an Aquarius. Wait, hold on. Oh, Lord. All right, you could be attracted to an Aquarius, or you desire to inspire somebody. What do you want to inspire someone to do? Trap, resistance, and humor. And humor again. What energy should you be in? Okay, respect. There's some sort of rules or regulations you should follow. All right, what should you have respect for here? The truth. Okay, let's you should have respect for the fact that somebody sees the truth. Okay, truth about what? Let's continue. Truth about what? All right, focusing, blocking out a Leo. All right, somebody's very focused on blocking out a Leo here. This Leo has to heal and become confident, or they're doing something to be independent. Okay, let's see. But have respect for somebody being honest in a scenario, regardless of what you desire, I'm assuming. But let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Okay, the 2 of Cups. So you're attracted to somebody. Oh, sorry. It looks like they're saying no. I'm not going to lie. All right, 7 of Wands is here. So we're going to be honest. I don't know if that's somebody outside of you. Somebody's saying no. There's the 8 of Swords. There's the Sun. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, 3 of Cups. And then now we have a regret. So respect that somebody is honest. I feel like the honesty is no here. What is somebody saying no to with the 7 of Wands? So somebody's saying no to the Fool. They're like, I don't want to start something over. Somebody does not want to start something over. What is it supposed to be a new beginning with? Or somebody doesn't want to leave behind like where they live at. You may want somebody to come visit you, come out with you, but they don't want to start over, or they don't want to leave behind where they're, like somebody does not want a new beginning. They want to stay where they are. What else do you want with this individual? Yeah, there's the Hierophant again. That's the energy that you have to be in. You have to kind of just respect where somebody's coming from or what they're saying. Okay. What do they want to do instead here? What do they want for themselves is kind of what you need to know, I'm assuming. Yeah. Got the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the King of Cups. I don't know if you love an earth sign. Maybe you want to be with a Taurus. I would just work with that Taurus, be with that Taurus. But somebody's like, no, I don't want to start over. I feel like they're comfortable in the home that they live with. Maybe this is somebody you already live with. They want to stay. They want to stay in that home. They don't want to spend any extra money. They don't want to start over on something. Let's see. What is this person? What else are they saying no to with the Fool card? Yeah, they don't want to move forward with something. Okay. What else do we need to know here? What do they want to do instead? Yeah, leadership, versatility. Looks like they want to do their own thing. Versatility and self-love. They may want to do something solo. They want to create something on their own. I'm also getting to somebody may have, like, if somebody doesn't want to start, I don't know if somebody's asking about children. Somebody does not want to have another child. What is the regret here with the Five of Cups? Oh, this is what you desire. It's you. Somebody, if it's literally they don't want to start over, they might regret dating you, or don't feel ashamed of something that you desire. I feel like you just can't have it with this person. What do you wish you would have done here? Or what does somebody else wish they would have done? I don't. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't think somebody wants to do this at all. All right. This is your reading. It just depends on what you guys are wondering about. This was Scorpio. What is somebody's opportunity here? I feel like somebody has another opportunity. They're able to get something in order and organize it. All right. What is the outcome for you, Scorpio? Sorry, the last sign is always kind of... because I be tired. What's the outcome for the Scorpios here? All right. So we got transition and mystery. What is our starting point here? Okay, fight. So, okay, there could be like a conflict. Let's see. So, well, let's see what the outcome is for you real quick. I'm going to use this deck. What's the outcome for you? Okay, so building upon something, repetitively giving somebody, here's a Temperance, there's a Four of Pentacles. So the outcome is, it looks like if there's a, I don't know if there's, I guess it's a Sag, I don't know, because the Temperance is coming out, but the outcome is somebody is repetitively building upon something and they're giving it to themselves and holding on to it, the Four of Pentacles. What is the Temperance? Yeah, spirituality blocks out a trap mindset with the Eight of Swords. What are they receiving? It's like they're receiving something. Interesting. Vision and guidance. Okay. What are they able to hold on to for themselves and work on? They could be receiving information through spirituality. Yeah, intuition, dominance, and strength. Their intuition is stronger than whatever else is going on. What else is their intuition telling them to do here? And then that's pretty much, yeah. It's it looks like a repetitive cycle. Okay. They're gonna follow their intuition. That, I don't know. What was your reading? I don't even remember what the center of it was, child. Oh, bring love into the situation. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Make sure next time if you want to see your sign earlier, make sure y'all show up earlier. Drop it in the chat for me. That's the order we go in. The earlier signs do get the better readings because I done been on here for about 3 hours. So, all right, your girl is tired. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you want personal readings, buy them at the store. That's the only way to get it, to prevent y'all from no scams and anything like that. I'll never DM you for readings. And y'all have a good day. Enjoy y'all weekend. I'll be back tomorrow though, Sunday. So enjoy y'all day today. Bye y'all.